Yo, what's good? It's your boy Hard8, the truth of YouTube, your favorite commentator's favorite commentator. Yeah! What's up, people? What's happening? You already know the deal. If you missed my last video, the link is down below. Facebook groups, gamer tags, all that good shit is down below, so make sure you go and check it out. Now, want to talk to y'all about some shit, man, that I was going through. But now I feel like I'm finally cured, and I can see clearly now the rain is gone. All right, anyway, so around the beginning of next gen, the beginning of the PS4 and the Xbox One's life cycle, I allowed myself to get consumed by all of this resolution and frame rate talk, right? And for most of the fucking year, it has consumed me, and it was ruining my gaming experience. I forgot what gaming was all about at the core of it all. At the core of it all, playing games is all about having fun. Now, was I still having fun within this year? Yes, I was, but I was depriving myself of a lot of games because of this resolution and frame rate bullshit. And it really took over my mind. It really had me on some other shit. It really had me on some bullshit. You know what I mean? To where I just was saying retarded shit. Like, I'm not buying any games that's 30 frames per second. Like, what the fuck was I thinking? You know what I mean? What was I thinking? And up until about a month and a half ago, I really started to take notes of this and really try to start to correct it. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, some people like to try to say, oh, you're flip-flopping, this, that, and the third. It has nothing to do with that. It's just about me recognizing a flaw and trying to correct it. And this whole frame rates and resolution shit had consumed me. And I didn't even know it. I didn't even realize that I was caught up in that shit just as much as a lot of other people. And it led to me just becoming bored with gaming. It led to me just being like, feeling like I just wasn't having fun with gaming no more. And the main reason for that is because of what my focus was on. It was all about frame rates and resolution and nothing else. I didn't really care about nothing else. I was consumed. And that's the reason, and that's one of the reasons why I went as long as I went without an Xbox One. Every generation since I've been gaming, I always had more than one platform. I always had more than one console. During my favorite generation of all time, which is the PS1, the Nintendo 64, and the Saturn era, I had all three. I've never been one to just limit myself to one platform. You know what I mean? So this whole year, I haven't gotten an Xbox One. I didn't want an Xbox One. I thought the Xbox One was a piece of shit. I didn't want to touch that motherfucker with a 10-foot pole. Even though there was games on the Xbox One, more than one, more than two, that I wanted to play, I still wouldn't allow myself to do that because I was caught up in this whole frame rate and resolution shit. You know what I mean? This is also the same reason why I'm on like my 6th PS4. This is the same reason why all throughout this year I've been getting PS4s and getting rid of PS4s. All because of this whole frame rate and resolution bullshit. That shit was really fucking up my mind when it comes to gaming. I allowed myself to be consumed by that argument and all of that, and it just it had me fucked up. Like, it really did. It really had me fucked up, and I was depriving myself of a lot of games to where I was becoming bored with just PC. You know what I mean? I was getting bored because, I was missing out on exclusives. I was missing out on a lot of exclusive games, and then there wasn't many multiplats like over the summer and shit like that. There isn't always a lot of multiplats that, that you're interested in. So I was just becoming bored. To now where I'm playing old ass games and I'm bored. Even though, like for instance, Max Payne 3. Max Payne 3 was my favorite game of 2012, game of the year. You know, I'm playing it on PC, 4K, 60 frames per second, max settings. But at the same time, I'm bored out my fucking mind because I done already played this game a million fucking times. It don't matter how good a game is. I know as far as with me, it doesn't matter how much I love a game or how good it is. There will become a time where I will get tired of playing it. And Max Payne 3 is one of those games. So even though it was at 4K, 60, max settings, I was getting bored. And I'm just, and you know, I just was feeling like I was losing that fire for gaming. And I've been about gaming all my motherfucking life. You understand what I'm saying? Gaming flows through my blood. You know what I mean? Gaming is me. So it felt like I was losing that, and I didn't recognize the problem. Why? The problem was actually me. You're losing all of this because of you. Because if you want to have all these stipulations on these games and you don't want to play these games because of this resolution or that frame rate, now you're sitting here with nothing to play because you have games out there that you never played before that you actually want to play, but being though that it might be a lower resolution or a lower frame rate, you don't want to touch it. And this is the type of mind that I had. This is the type of mind frame that I was dealing with. And I didn't even realize that it was affecting me that much. Now, when it comes to myself, I like to evaluate myself and things that I do in the day-to-day life. And when I start to notice flaws in certain shit, I like to try to correct them if it's possible. You know, some flaws are harder to correct than others. But I still try to better myself. I still try to take a look at what I'm doing and better myself. And this is one of them things where I was like, what the fuck is going on? Then I realized the frame rate and resolution thing has consumed me to where every time I see it, I'm clicking on it, I'm watching videos, I'm partaking in these fucking arguments, I'm making statements like I'm not buying anything that's 30 frames per second, I'm making statements like I'm not playing any card games that's 30 frames per second, and here I am depriving myself of gaming. Now I'm bored because I'm alienating myself from all these games because of resolution or frame rate. So I started to take a look at that. I started to say, you know what? Fuck that shit. Because I was realizing I'm making these statements, but then when I play games that are 30 frames per second, that's not bothering me. You understand what I'm saying? It's not bothering me. At the end of the day, the most important thing about games is the fun factor. Are you having fun? Yes, it's 900p. It's 30 frames per second. But are you having fun? You're having fun? That's really all that matters. Now, I'm not saying frame rates and resolution don't matter. They do matter. But at the end of the day, fun factor is the main thing. Fun can get you through a lot of shit. Having fun can get you through 900p, 30 frames per second. You understand what I'm saying? It just all comes down to, are you having fun? And I realized that in these games that are 30 frames per second, I am having fun. You know, when I got Destiny is 30 frames per second. And, you know, I had fun times on Destiny. But all of the bad times I had on Destiny, and the reason why I don't like the game and got rid of the game, it had nothing to do with the frame rate. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I'm sitting here watching gameplay for like Forza Horizon 2. And I'm like, damn, man, I want to play that shit. I like racing games. And I like the Forza series. So I'm sitting here like, damn, this game looks fun as hell. I'm watching BG live streams and I'm looking at reviews and other gameplay and I'm like, damn, I want to play that shit. But then that whole resolution and fucking frame rates got my mind so fucked up. I'm like, nah, can't do it. Shit, 30 frames per second. I cannot do it. It's terrible. Because all of a sudden now, 30 frames per second to me is just the worst thing ever. This is the type mind frame I had. When 30 frames per second on consoles isn't bad. It isn't that bad at all. Do I wish every game was 60? Of course. Of course. But at the same time, are you still having fun with this 30 frames per second? So once I started to step back from that, once I started to cleanse my mind of this whole resolution and frame rate bullshit, gaming started to open back up for me. You know what I mean? Now I can see clearly. Shit started to open up and all of that frame rate and resolution bullshit cleared out my fucking way. Now I'm seeing games and now I'm playing games and I'm enjoying them. Now I'm able to get an Xbox One. You know what I mean? Of course, with the help of that price drop, you know what I mean, and the help of my wanting to play with my folks. But still, I was able to get an Xbox One. Now that I got an Xbox One, it's not that bad. I'm enjoying the shit out of games like Forza Horizon 2, which is 30 frames per second. But I'm still having fun. It's not bothering me. Do I wish it was 60? Hell yeah. But the 30 frames is not bothering me. Now, 30 frames on PC, that's a whole nother story. 30 frames on PC and 30 frames on consoles is two different things. I don't know how to explain it. It's weird like that. 30 frames on PC looks more like 15 frames rather than 30. But 30 frames on consoles is a lot smoother than 30 frames on PC. So I just can't accept 30 on PC. That ain't happening. But as far as these consoles go, now that I have stepped back from this whole resolution and this frame rate shit and cleared my mind of all that bullshit, I'm now enjoying games again. I'm now playing more games. Now I got an Xbox One, and I like it. It's not bad at all. And, you know, and it's funny because I'm still seeing, of course, people bashing the Xbox One and things like that, and I'm like, it's really not that bad. It's really pretty good. You know, the user interface, the features, and all of that good shit, it works all well. It's really a great system. It's not bad at all. And the exclusives that I'm playing right now, Forza Horizon 2 and Killer Instinct, are two good exclusives. I'm enjoying them. You understand what I'm saying? Alongside with playing with my folks, it's just all fun again. I'm back. It's like I took it back to the essence of gaming. I've been gaming since some of you dudes were born. And growing up, gaming was always about fun. Having fun. That's all it's ever been about. Fun. Not all this other bullshit, to be honest with you. Now, you know, of course, I make videos to entertain. Of course, I like stepping on the necks of you fucking corporate cum guzzlers. So I'm probably still gonna make those videos making fun of frame rates on the Xbox One or the PS4, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Just because I hate you motherfuckers, you corporate cocksuckers. But it's really not that big of a deal, man. It really isn't. It really isn't. And I made it a big deal because my mind was consumed by this whole resolution and frame rate talk. Like, I was really fucked up for a while, and it was ruining gaming for me because I wasn't even having fun no more. Then it was all about specs. I fire up a PC game, man, I can't run this shit at 4K. I don't want to play this shit. You know what I mean? Like, come on. Shit was getting out of hand. Shit was getting out of hand. But I'm glad now that I was able to recognize the problem and eliminate that. So now it just opened up. Not saying I'm going to go get a Wii U. I don't want to play no Wii U games. Them games just don't appeal to me. You feel what I'm saying? But at the same time, my eyes are open now. I'm enjoying a wider array of games now by putting all of that resolution and frame rate shit to the wayside. And that's all I'm here to do at the end of the day is play these fucking games. That's all I want to do. I want to have fun. I want to play these games, not resolution and fucking frame rates. You know what I'm saying? Not to make excuses when games come out like Assassin's Creed Unity that should be 1080p on a PS4 or whatever like that, but it's not. I'm not making excuses for none of that, and I'm not saying that I'm content with 30 frames. I mean, at the end of the day, it's all about having fun, and you have to accept what the fuck they put out or not play no games at all, and that ain't the fuck happening. Now, that's not happening. So, it's just crazy, man. It's just crazy how fucked up I was over these frame rates and resolution where it just was ruining, you know, my gaming and all of that shit. So now I'm cool. I'm good. I stepped back from all that shit, and this is why I'm able to have what I have now and just enjoy all that shit. You feel me? So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Thought I'd just holler at y'all about that. I was fucked up for a while. But if you liked the video, hit the thumbs up. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down. But it's just me coming, being real, straight up, doing what I do. It's your boy Hard8. Deuces.
Hey! Hey! New shoes on the Range Rover, good with mine. Yeah, motherfuckers act like I